What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I want to dive into the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith novelization because I think there are some important scenes that I think you guys should know. So today we're going to talk about the scene where Anakin gets denied the rank of Master. So let's begin. Anakin walked into the council chamber, head lowered in a show of humility and respect. He moved slowly into the center of the circle of brown-toned carpet and turned towards the senior members. Anakin Skywalker. Master Windu's tone was so severe that the dragon inside of Anakin coiled. The council has decided to comply with Chancellor Palpatine's directive with the instructions of the Senate that give him the unprecedented authority to commend this council. You are hereby granted the seat on the High Council of the Jedi as the Chancellor's personal representative. Anakin stood very still for a long moment, until he could be absolutely sure he had heard what he thought he'd heard. Palpatine had been right. He seemed to be right about a lot of things these days. In fact, Anakin had come to think of it, he couldn't remember a single instance where the Supreme Chancellor had been wrong. Finally, as it began to sink upon him, as he gradually allowed himself to understand that the council had finally decided to grant him his heart's desire, that they finally recognized his accomplishments, his dedication, his power, he took a slow, deep breath. Thank you, Masters. You have my pledge that I will uphold the highest principles of the Jedi Order. Allow this appointment lightly. The council does not. Yoda's ears curled forward at Anakin like accusing fingers. Disturbing is this move by Chancellor Palpatine on many levels. They have become more concerned with avoiding the oversight of the Senate than they are with winning the war. Anakin inclined his head. I understand. I'm not sure you do. Mace Windu leaned forward, staring into Anakin's eyes with a measuring squint. Anakin was barely paying attention. In his mind, he was already leaving the council chamber and riding the turbo lift to the archives, demanding access to the restricted vault by authority of his new rank. You will attend the meetings of this council, the co-run master said, but you will not be granted the rank and privileges of a Jedi Master. What? It was a small word, a simple word, an instructive recoil from the words that felt like punches, like sunblast exploding inside his brain that felt his head ringing in the room, spinning around him. But even to his own ears, the voice that comes from his lips didn't sound like his own. It was a deeper, darker, clipped and oiled, resonating from the depths of his heart. It didn't sound like him at all. It smoked with a fury. How dare you! How dare you! Anakin stood, welded to the floor, motionless. He wasn't even truly aware of speaking. It was as if someone else was using his mouth and now finally recognizing his voice. It sounded like Dooku, but it was not Dooku's voice. It was the voice of Dooku's destroyer. No Jedi in this room can match my power. No Jedi in the galaxy. You think you can deny mastery from me? The Chancellor's representative you are, Yoda said, and it is his representative you shall attend this council. Sit in this chamber you will, and by no vote you will have. The Chancellor's views you shall present. His wishes, his ideas, and directives, not your own. Up from the depths of his heart came an answer so transcending fury that it sounded as cold as interstellar space. This is an insult to me and to the Chancellor. Do not imagine that it will be tolerated. Mace Windu's eyes were as cold as the voice from Anakin's mouth. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Anakin matched his stare. Perhaps I'll take yours. His own voice inside his head had a lot of black fire that smoked from the depths of his furnished heart. You think you can stop me from saving my love? You think you can make me watch her die? Go ahead and vape this, you... Anakin, Obi-Wan said softly. He gestured to an empty seat beside him. Please. And something in Obi-Wan's gentle voice, in his simple, straightforward request, set his anger slinking off. ashamed, and Anakin found himself alone on the carpet in the middle of the Jedi Council, blinking. He suddenly felt very young and very foolish. "Forgive me, masters." His bow of contrition couldn't hide the blaze of embarrassment that climbed his cheeks. The rest of the session passed on in a haze. And that's it. I think this scene was very important because it shows how frustrated Anakin truly was at the Jedi, and shows us much more on how it was pushing him towards the dark side. I wish they put this scene in the movie because it shows us how dark some of Anakin's thoughts were becoming. But I want to know what you guys think of that scene. Do you guys think it's important? Let me know in the comment section down below. So that wraps up today's video. If you like this video, please click that like button down below, and if you want to see more videos like these, please consider subscribing. And if you want to stay up to date of whenever I post a video, click the bell button right next to the subscribe button, and please share this video with your friends. With that being said, I hope everyone has a splendid rest of your day, and as always guys, the Force will be with you. Always.